modifiers. Access modifiers in C++. Actually, we have covered this topic in yesterday's class only. Today we shall see some revision and we will go for various access modifiers and their examples. So what is the purpose of access modifier? The object-oriented programming has followed one of the principles of object-oriented principles, that is data hiding. To achieve the data hiding principles from object-oriented programming, we are having one concept called access modifiers. So there are some access specifiers that you can use in the concept of access modifiers to hide the data, or you can hide the data to completely to the outside of the class, or you can hide to the you can show to the subclass, and you can hide to the rest of the world. And you can, one more provision is there, you can show your data publicly to the world, either within the class or outside of the class, that you can implement by using public, private, protected. So these public, private, protected are the access specifiers which is available in access modifier for data hiding, which provide the features of data hiding and data public visibility to the other programs or other classes within the program. So object-oriented programming has providing one feature called data hiding, that you can provide the restrictions. You can apply the restrictions on the properties to the properties, those properties like a data members or the functions, or you can call member functions of the class, and that restriction you can apply within the class or outside of the class, or you can or also you can apply the inheritance within the parent and child class. So what are the access specifiers are available to achieve the data hiding principles? We can use public, private, and protected. So how can I implement those? How can I apply those access specifiers to the multiple properties of a programs, or you can call data members and member functions? So you can create a block of code. That block, each block has remains affect for that specific block. So with respect to block, it will be applicable. Okay, fine. So yesterday I have gone through the examples. For creating the blocks. So public, so you can create the public block, and you can mention here, even you can go for, you can mention the methods also in this fashion. So you can go for, suppose I'm going for void method one, and if you need parameters and the body of the method. So this is the body of the method. So in this way you can create the block. Even though if you are not happy to work with opening and closing curly braces, simply you can write in this fashion also. So body of the method or function you can call. So you can declare functions, you can define outside also class. So you can create in this way also. This is also applicable. So private function also you can create. So yesterday we have seen one example for class demo and some other stuff. So if a programmer don't write, one more note point I have provided, one of the important note point, that is important note point. If you don't provide any access specifier, or if you don't mention an access specifier in front of the properties, then by default the properties of the access specifier is private, means it is not visible outside of the class. If you try to access those members outside of the class or data members of the functions, then it is not allowed, guys. So we have seen one of the examples. So let me open the examples for your understanding sake. So let me go for Dev C++ and jump to your notes. So where are my notes? So guys, where is work at home, C++ workshop JJ Magdum, day 1. So workspace. So let me go to your workspace and open class function outside, and outside we have gone through the examples. I don't, which one? Let me open all. So guys, we have open all. So insert. Yesterday what was the last example? Teacher, I think the last example, right? So here we have created a class called teacher, and here we have created the public modifier. So public, this is the public block, and we try to create two functions. We try to define the two functions, insert and display. And here you can see two data members, integer ID and name, and two function definitions. So one inserts or initialize the values, define the method body. Here also I try to define the method body and try to display the values. And next in the cout, so here I forget to give the message. The message is I am in main function slash. Okay, and here I created the object reference of a class called teacher t insert. The ID is 70. Then I try to call the inserts, then I try to pass the name, 2 parameters, argument values. So when it inserts, then display the values. So this is our public, so it is visible to the outside of the class. I try to access these two methods to the outside of the class. How? Because it's a public, guys. Okay, fine. So let me go for more details about the public. So let me go for the public members, the public access specifier. So guys, public access specifiers, okay guys, fine, scroll up. So public access specifiers, first of all you need to understand what is public access specifiers. The public members is accessible from anywhere, or you can call outside of the class, also within the program. Means what are the members or member functions as well as data members of the class you can access outside of the class, also within the program, within the class. So we can set and get the values of the public variables without any member function, guys. So let me add the node point. So public members of the class, public members is accessible from anywhere, or you can call outside of the class, but also within the class, within the program, or you can call within the class. Okay guys, within the class. So even a programmer can use, even a programmer or developer can set and get the values, value of the public variables without any member function, Okay guys, so let us have one example, one programmatic example. So guys, already we have seen this example. So now just let me create one program. Alt F, new source file. So guys, first of all, to work with the C in and C out, which are the references of IOStream and OOStream, hash include iStream, and I need to include header file whose name is IOStream, fine. So let me include the namespace. Let me use the namespace, using namespace standard, and let me create a class. Which class shall we create, guys? Let me calculate the size, or you can calculate the area of a rectangle. Okay, area of a rectangle. So let me create all the access modifiers are public. If you don't mention any access modifiers, by default it will be private. So you need to explicitly mention if it is public or protected. Okay, if it is private, either you mention or don't mention private, that is other stuff. So guys, I'm mentioning some of the properties like double area of a rectangle, or rectangle area. So let me call here rectangle area, double length, height, comma, width. Okay, height, width. So guys, so these are the access modifiers, and let me create some more methods. So what are the properties I can set here, guys? Wide, set dimensions. So how can I set here, guys? Double L, length, height, and width. So guys, I need to mention the parameter type. So here is double also, and in this case I'm trying to declare the methods, not defining the body. Even you can define the body, guys, in similar fashions. So I want to get the length. So to get the length, So guys, set length you can call wide, set dimension, set dimensions. So I want to set the dimensions, so semicolon. Okay guys, semicolon, set dimensions. Okay, fine. So here you can call set length, so set dimensions, so you can set the length, so you can set the height, and you can set the width. I want to set dimensions, so actually not set dimensions, set dimensions already will set. Now actually, instead of setting dimensions, let me call here calculate area, or calculate area of a rectangle, calculate area of a rectangle guys. So fine. Now, so let class ends with a semicolon. Now program execution starts with main. So here is main, opening closing curly, this is the main, and my return type of my program is integer, so I need to end with the 0. And here is, I can call here get char. Okay, fine. I need to define these two methods. So to define the method body, so get the method signature as it is to the outside of the class. So guys, let me go here, method definitions, here void. Let me use here, what is the class name guys? So I have to use the class name followed by scope resolution operator and body of the method, so you can find here length, you can find here height, you can find here width. So let me set here, let me set length to L. Next let me set height to H, and let me set width to W. Okay, fine. Now next I need to calculate the area. So calculate area, the body of the area. So what is the class name? Rectangle area. So here is the scope relation operator, and guys, that doesn't mean that you need to pass here L, H, same. You can pass here A, variable names may be anything, B, or you can use here C also. Parallel you can need to change here also, if you change there also. It doesn't mean that you need to use same, but if you use same, that will be beneficial, that will be easy for your understanding. Okay guys, fine. So now let me calculate the area. So how can I able to calculate? So let me use one variable, double area. Okay, fine. Fine. So guys, area initialize with the, I can use length into, what is the formula guys? How do you tell me formula to calculate the area of a rectangle? Length, width, length into height is not required. So what so how can you calculate now? What is the need of? Okay, then instead of calculating area, we'll calculate volume. So instead of area, we'll go for volume. We'll calculate here volume. Okay, so volume. So instead of here, I will use here volume. So volume, so length into width into, I can go here height. Okay, so do you expect me to return this value? Actually I use a wide here, so you can change, you can return the value also. So instead of using area, let me calculate here volume. Okay, and change here also volume. We'll go for calculating area also, you can change the logic based on that requirement. So guys, so do you expect me to return the volume? Hello guys, what I'm asking to you, do you expect me to return? Okay, if you want to return means, then I need to use here double. So here also I need to go for double. Okay, double, right? Then let me return here, return volume, right? Return volume. Fine guys. Now I want to access these methods. Set dimensions and calculate volume into my main outside of the class, right? Outside of the class. So guys, how can I able to access? To access those methods outside of the class? I need already I mentioned the visibility. The access visibility is public, right? So guys, what is the class name? Rectangle area. So I need to create the reference. Rectangle area. Rectangle area, I'm using RA. Okay, one reference has been created. So for your confirmation 6, let me enter here message. I am in main function. I am in main functions, and let me forward my cursor to new line. Let me shift my cursor to new lines now. Now, sorry guys. Now shall you pass static values, or shall you ask to the user to enter the values? Tell me fast. Okay, fine. So I need, before that I need the variables. So integer, not integer, you can use double or float. So double, I'm using L, length, height and width. Okay, fine, length, height and width. So before this, let me ask to the user cout enter. For what is the message should I give to the user? I am in main function, and enter length. Okay, length for rectangle. Length for rectangle. Okay, fine, slash n, and you can use to end the line, you can use end L, end the line. Okay, end L. So guys, let me go for scene. So scene, the extraction operator, hold into L, hold into L. In similar fashion, I can read another width, height and width. Okay, so enter the, instead of length, let me use here width for rectangle. Width for rectangle, guys, scroll up, so I can use here width. Next, let me go for, again copy, again I will ask to the user enter height, HEIGHT, enter height for rectangle. So guys, there are spelling mistake, forget about this, but it's not a good practice always to commit spelling mistake. So height for the rectangle H. Now I read 3 values entered by the users. So now I created the reference for rectangle. So what should I do? I need to call this method set dimension, right? Set a dimension. So let me call here length, height, width. Length, height, width. In the similar fashions, I need to pass here similar fashions. So what are the parameter, guys? Length, comma, height, comma, width. So here I pass all the parameters. So how do I call these methods? So already I have the reference. Sorry, already I have the reference, but I could not write here. I need to write here. The similar fashion, same order I'd write. What is the reference name? RA dot set dimension. Okay, RA dot set dimensions. So here we have called the methods. Here we have called the methods by using the object name called RA. Object name called RA. So here is object name RA. Fine. Now let me call one more method. What is the method name, guys? What is the method name? Calculate volume. Okay, calculate volume. So let me get this method. So here is a method name, calculate volume. So how do I call? I need to use the RA dot access operator. What is the access operator? That is dot. Yesterday I learned about access operator, that is dot, right? Right or wrong? Yes, it's correct. Okay guys, all right, we are having only 10 minutes of time to finish public access specifier because meeting will end. So RA. Now this calculate volume will calculate volume return type is double. Okay, so I need to hold. So directly, so you can use one more variable, double volume. Volume I used to VO, so you can hold into VO, and you can show VO also, VO. Okay, or directly you can pass this RA dot calculate volume into a cout statement also, that is also allowed. So cout slash n volume of rectangle is, volume of rectangle is, so slash n, and what should I mention here? VO, that's it, semicolon. So save your program. So let me use here, go back, and day 9 here CPP. So public example. Okay, Control F9, successfully compiled. Control F10. Now enter the length for rectangle. So guys, properties, let me increase the width, so 28. So enter the length for rectangle. Suppose if I enter here 2, enter the height for rectangle 3, enter the width, enter the height for rectangle 4. Why it has gone? So actually multiple new lines, so Control C, Control V, Control V, Control F9, Control F10, 2, 3, 4. So volume of the rectangle is 24. Volume of the rectangle is 24, guys. Okay guys, fine. 1, 2, fine. So actually now here, if you are not happy to call this way by using the separate variable, so you can use simply in this fashion also. We can use simply in this fashion also. This is also applicable. Control F9, Control F10. So I'm entering 3, 4, 5. So volume of rectangle is 60, guys. Do you clear? Do you clear? Okay guys, fine, fine, fine. So out. Actually we are having only 7 minutes of time in your hand. So what should I do? Let me end the meeting and let me continue private. कशामध्ये ह्याच्यामध्ये का? ठीक आहे, आय रिपीट वन्स.